Hi, I'm Ashley Radzat with Radzat Consulting, and I'm coming to you today with a question that I often get, which is, why does my teen suddenly feel like a stranger in my home? So I just want to reassure you that you are not broken, your child is not broken, and it is developmentally appropriate for your child to isolate and feel like a stranger. In fact, they feel like a stranger to themselves. This is a time in their life that their body, their hormones, their brain is doing things that they've never experienced before. So let me help you out in what is happening so you can better understand it and then work with it. Okay, so one of the reasons your child feels like a stranger is because new parts of their brain are growing, are activating and turning on. They're used to working with their amygdala. Their amygdala is the part of the brain that is where all of our emotions come from, our impulses, our aggression, that instinctive behavior that some people call animalistic part of their brain or the reptilian part of the brain. When you're in a fight or flight situation, that's the part of your brain that you're working in. It's right down here at the base of your brain. So up until this point, and really up until they're around 25, your teen is going to be going through life through their amygdala. As a human develops, they start to develop more into their prefrontal cortex. Now, unfortunately for teenagers, and unfortunately for parents, the prefrontal cortex is the part of the brain that holds planning. It holds prioritizing how you're going to go through different stages of tackling tasks. It helps with making good decisions. Our prefrontal cortex is the one that we use when we want to understand consequences and executive functioning. Unfortunately, it doesn't turn on or really fully activate until we are around 25. Interestingly enough, that's when they will rent a car to you. So, they're onto something. But back to the stranger. So all of this is happening. Our hormones are raging at this time. And what can occur is that imbalance, as our body is trying to figure out the growth, the extra hormones, as teenagers, they feel out of whack. We all felt out of whack as teenagers. And so the parts of their brain that turn on and get really excited is the peer-oriented part of their brain. That is the brain that's the part of the brain that brings them the courage to go out and seek new voices, seek advice from other people. They want to be a part of a new peer group or the same peer group, but they're going to do whatever possible to be a part of that peer group. And that means that they're going to shut out your voice. They're going to shut the door on you, literally. They might turn away from you. They might not be talking to you as much because they care more about their peers. That is where their brain is telling them to navigate and to turn their attention towards. So you'll feel like they're isolating from you, which can be shocking to a lot of us, because what happened to your sweet little child that wanted to hold your hand or give you a hug when you dropped him off to school? Now they want to have nothing to do with you. So they also become extremely self-conscious. They start to look at themselves in direct correlation to their peers. Am I the same as them? Will I be accepted if I do this? So that's also happening, and they're trying to navigate that. This is a time when the brain tells them to take risks and seek rewards, which is why they do a lot of dumb things at this age. But then they can't hold consequences because of their prefrontal cortex. So it's a conundrum. We really have to hold them and help them. And just a few simple ways to kind of help keep communication open, bring them back into your embrace, is to work through communication skills. One way to do that is to validate their feelings, So if they are their body language is seeming upset, I want you to notice what that emotion is you think they're having, and ask them, it seems to me like you might be upset. Am I correct in noticing that? and validate what you're seeing. It seems to me like you might be sad. It seems to me like you might be disappointed. And then ask if that's true. And that will help open up that communication. And then the next thing you're going to do is remember, it's not about your feelings. You're not going to try and talk to them about how you feel about the situation. You're still listening to them. And then you are going to ask them if they would like some advice on how they're navigating that situation. Here's the key. Ask them if they want advice. If they don't, just listen. Let them download on you. Keep checking your emotions. Don't let them out. Let them have a safe space. You are their lighthouse. Let them download that storm on you. And then that way, just those couple simple things can help you bring that stranger out of the room, trusting that you are there for them to process what's happening, and you're bringing some awareness to their feelings and their emotions, which will help them navigate the world. So, a couple things to bring them back to you.